Hey Assassins, this is Wheel and welcome back to another Wheel Assassin guide. In today's tutorial, I'll be teaching you how to build Pickle Rick from, of course, Rick and Morty in Minecraft. So here we have Rick in his rat mech, and if you haven't seen the series, you may be a bit confused as to where Rick has come from with this whole thing. So the whole series is on Netflix at the moment, so I recommend going to check it out. I did watch it before building this one because this tutorial was requested by an awesome subscriber, and I have to put that request on the screen. It was an old request, that one, and I've only just got around to doing it because, like I said, I wanted to go and watch the show beforehand. So thank you so much for the request, my friend. I really do appreciate it. So here we have Pickle Rick in his rat sort of mech. You can see all the different sort of ribcage and different, like the pelvis bone and all that sort of stuff of the rat representation. We have a little bit of fur here and of course some muscle as well. And then we actually come down to this side and we've got like a little bit more robotic-y stuff. So we've got like the actual copper representing some metal that he's found in the sewers for, you know, making his mech. And then we've got like little bits of, I'm not really sure if that, I think that's just like a tendon, maybe like kind of attaching his shoulder to his arm there and stuff like that. But I used some artist diagrams and stuff like that to try and build my Pickle Rick here. And then we have Rick himself, who is fully pickle just here, and he's got like zombie heads around him, so that when you're very far away, they actually start to look like the little bits coming off of the pickles. I'm not really sure if they have a name, but if they do, please let me know down in the comments below. But yeah, of course we've got the Pickle Rick expression as well, where he's really angry and he's about to, you know, go on a massive rampage and stuff like that in the awesome episode. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get some materials and get building this Pickle Rick. So now then, to get us started, we're going to start by building each of the legs, and then we'll move on to, you know, the torso, and then of course the pickle himself. So we're going to go ahead and take ourselves some bone blocks first of all, some grey and some red wool, some waxed blocks of copper, some light grey wool, some pink terracotta, some dark oak trapdoors, and some brown concrete. Now then, I've just marked a little hole in the floor here because I want to go ahead and build it in line with my original Pickle Rick over there. So firstly, we're going to take ourselves our bone blocks and we're going to place, let me fill in that hole, we're going to place 1, 2, just here and here, and then we'll go back from this one. We're going to go back for another 1, 2, 1, 2. So a cluster of 4 like so. I might switch these just so they're facing forwards as well. Then here I'm going to place myself 1 and 1, 1 and 1, and then I'm going to switch these ones, going backwards for another 2. Oops. Like so. Then these ones here, we're going to bring back for another 2 so they match up with these ones, but then we're going to overstretch it just by, let's go for 1 at the moment, and then we'll come back to it in a second. The next thing to do is we're going to sort of go around the corner, and we want to go ahead and make sure we can add in ourselves 2 lots of grey wool, like so, and then we'll do ourselves 2 more back here, like so. Then we can actually stick ourselves bone blocks on top of these, and fill in that little gap down there. Let's stick bone blocks for here, 4 here, I mean, 2 here, just so we have 3 here and 3 here. And then on top of these ones, we'll add in 2 layers of grey wool for now, on all of those. We're kind of building a cylinder for the feet, and then we'll do the same on the opposite side, but this one is more mechy, if that makes sense, than rat. Let's build these up for another layer now, all the way around. Then we'll go back to forward facing, and we want to build ourselves a cluster of 4 red ones on the top here, like so. Then we'll do ourselves a red here, and a red here. And then we'll stick ourselves a waxed block of copper here, and here. Let's stick 2 behind the red here, and 2 up. Then we'll go ahead and take our brown concrete, and we'll stick 1 here, and here. And then we'll fold dark oak trapdoors around 3 sides of this cube. Like so. Then you want to come above these and add in yourself a waxed block of copper on both sides, like so. Awesome. In the actual finished product here, I did add in some red carpet just here and here, but it really isn't too necessary. You don't really have to add it in if you don't want to. I mean, it doesn't look any different apart from like a slight little line where we've added in the carpet. So if you want to add that in, there's a little detail for you there, but if not, it's all good. Let's add in red just here and here. And then we'll add in a block of a block of copper here, and let's go for one on the other side as well. Next, you want to take yourself 2 more blocks of copper there and there, and then up here we can actually do ourselves some pink terracotta just here and here. This is going to be the rat's muscle that is exposed from the sort of carcass that Rick is using for the pickle. And then we're going to go ahead and stick ourselves one this side, like so. And that sort of starts up the branching upwards to connect to the main body of our pickle. Down here, let's add in 2 more layers of grey wool, like so. Then I'm going to spin around the corner, I'm going to go to this side, and I'm actually going to chop out what we just did a little bit. So I'm going to chop out this, and, oh sorry, not this block, this one and this one. And then, yeah, let's chop out these 2 as well. In this little space here, you basically want to add in yourself an entire strip from the bottom upwards to what we have at the moment of light grey wool. That is going to be for an exposed sort of tendon or something like that on the inside of our rat skeleton. We're really making a very, very nice tutorial today. So yeah, that's what we're trying to represent just here. Let's take our pink terracotta now, and we'll go ahead and add in 1, 2 just here. And then we're actually going to go ahead and stretch this out for another one this side. And we'll do the same again, why not? Then here, we're going to start on this one and build 1, 2, 3 this way. Bear in mind, these 2 blocks here are now connecting to the torso. That's going to be the last block before your pickle. Now we're going to go back to this one here, and we'll build 1 and this way, and then we'll build this along for another 2. Now we're going to build in 1, 2, 3 just here, and then we'll build these ones going up, so they're going 1, 2, 3, 1 this way, and then 1, 2, 3 to finish it up that side. Drop back down and in here, and we're sort of going to fix it up a little bit, making sure it looks actually pretty cool. So let's go to the side. Oh, if I have a photo of the side. The way I do tutorials is I look at my phone and I basically photograph what I did originally. I know it might seem like cheating, but I honestly can't remember everything I do. I'm terrible with my memory. So let's go ahead and build this one, going up for 1 and then 1 again, so just 2. And then down here we'll connect this one going up for 1. Then down here that can stay nice and fine for now. What we will do though is take our block of copper, our waxed block of copper, and we'll place 1 temporary block here, so we can stick 1 there, with 1 above. Knock out the temp. Now we have these 2, let's go up and add in 1 here, that's temporary, for 2 more above. Knock out the temp. Then we'll stick a block up here. Okay, so having gone and taken a photo to cheat my tutorial, let's get on here and place in a block of copper just down here. Just because when we connect this to our pickle, we want to go ahead and make sure that we don't have any exposed, you know, sort of cartilage or anything like that under the underside, because we don't want anything dangling down. Pickle Rick is of course a drawn character, and so when you're drawing something, you don't tend to make it too messy unless that's what you're going for. And Pickle Rick is quite an, you know, quite an eclectic guy. He makes sure he's looking, well, semi alright. Let's go ahead and add in another block of copper here, and then we'll do a temporary one just in here to add in another 2. Knock out the temp, and you can replace the temp one with 3 lots of pink terracotta just there. Up here we'll just add in ourselves 1, 2, and I'm going to add in another cluster of 4 just in there. Then I'll take my waxed block of copper and add in 2 more just up here and here. There we have 1 of our rat legs in there like so. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I mean, it looks weird on its own, but it looks pretty cool in the grand scheme of things, so that's awesome. Now we'll go ahead and try and work on the other foot if I can get it to be exact. That'd be awesome. Alright, so the materials we will need for Pickle Rick's, technically his left foot, yeah, his left foot, we're going to need ourselves some bone blocks again, some grey wool, and some pink terracotta. Only these 3 materials because we don't really add in any of the sort of blood that we've represented here, or any of the mech parts here and here. So we're going to go ahead and just build ourselves basically a rat foot. Now I've marked out a little space here already to start with because I don't want to get my dimensions messed up, especially not with the width of our pickle in the middle. So if I do mess this up, this is going to be really, really bad, so fingers crossed. So we want to go ahead and start counting from this side of the foot, so just here. We'll count from the floor 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and on 12 is where we'll start to build. I'm going to place myself a bone block to fill that hole, and then one here. I'll place one to the right of it. I'm going to come behind this and build myself, let's go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to build this one, just making them the right way. Awesome. Now then the next thing to do is take your grey wool and build 1, 2, 3, 4 lots going this way, and 4 more here. So that is behind the foot. And we'll add in 2 here and 2 the opposite side, just here and here. Then you can take your bone block running along from the grey wool and stopping a block before the front. Same on the opposite side. So that is about 5 blocks in total. Awesome. Now then, going into the grey area of your foot, go to the second block before the end and place in a cluster of 4 pink terracotta, like so. We're going to build another 2 up here, then 2 forward, 1 out on both sides, like so. And then we'll go ahead and build in 1, 2, 1, 2, and we'll add in 2 just here. Oh, we're also going to add in 2 just there, why not? On the front side, I'm going to grab myself a different material to bone, I think. Nope, I did use bone. Okay, I thought that was white concrete. It looks so similar. Like, in certain textures, it looks very much the same. Like, from there, I guess you can tell from the slight difference in shadow there. But all in all, it looks similar. But we need to go ahead and place it in this gap here. So I recommend putting 2 temporary ones just here, and then placing your 2 just there. Then you can go ahead and place a cluster of 4 terracotta on top. And then you want to go ahead and place in a temporary bone block there and there, with 2 up the sides, knocking those out, and then 2 at the top, like so. Next you can go ahead, spin around the corner just here, and take yourself bone. That's going to go for 1, 2, and we're going to another one just here, but we want it to be the same direction. So we'll place a temporary one to add in that one just there. Then we'll do another 3 here, and then we'll do 2 up here, like so. Awesome. Now we'll go into this gap here and we'll build this one up for 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then in the space down here, you can sort of use this bone to help mark you. We're going to go for 1, 2, 3, like so. If you want to switch the direction of the bone on this one, feel free to do so. And we're going to bring this one just a block below as well, like so. Awesome. Now on the back, what I did was I left it exposed because it kind of looks like a knee joint. So we're going to go ahead and build this one going this way. And then we'll build these 2 going straight up like so. Then on this one, we can build these 2 going straight out the back. Knock out these 2 in the middle. Place a block on this one facing outwards to the front. Place a temporary block here and add a one facing out the back. Knock out the temp. Place 2 temporaries up here, and then 2 facing backwards like so. Then I'm going to fill in this little space here with just 2 more bone blocks. Awesome. I'm going to place another 2 in there as well. Amazing. So now we'll go ahead and take our grey wool, and you can actually fill in this little corner in here. I just want to go double check, but I'm pretty sure you can in a second. Alright, so we'll fill it up with 2 layers of bone, just like so. And then we can place ourselves 2 grey wool here, 2 in here, with 2 going up. Then we'll go ahead and surround this block by adding in 2 there, 2 here. We'll add in 2 and 2. We'll add in bone blocks here and here. Pink terracotta on top, and then pink terracotta out the side. Grey wool for those 2. Grey wool for these 2. 2 there, 2 there, and 2 there. And we want to make this one up to 3, so another 2 up here, and another 2 just there to make that to 4. Okay, over here we can now go ahead and add in 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. And then below this we can add in a bone block for 2. Awesome. Now that one goes into the torso as well, and that should be lining up with the other side. Wicked. Phew. That's awesome. And around the front I'm just going to double check again, but I'm pretty sure this is all looking pretty accurate. Yeah, it is. That's awesome. So the final detail on this side is you want to take yourself your pink terracotta, place another block in here, place a block in here, and that is basically it. I might just knock out that one as well. There we go. Yeah, it seems to flow better if you have that one missing, because it kind of looks like he is missing parts all over his body. But that is wicked. Okay, so I think I got a bit carried away. We want to go ahead and just make this come out forward by another block to make it a bit more 3D. So we're going to go ahead and place a block of grey just here, one here, up to, oops, that point just there. Then we'll go ahead and go 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. Then we'll go 2 more grey, pink, pink, and pink. And then we'll do our bone in the right spots just there and there. Awesome. And now we can move that grey along again just for one more, so we have that whole thing looking pretty good. So to get started with the pelvis structure of Pickle Rick, we're going to take ourselves some red wool, some bone blocks, and some waxed blocks of copper. Let's go to this structure over here, so this left leg, facing the front side, if possible, of the feet. Taking your red wool, let's go to about the last lot of 2 before the top, and go in this little gap and place 1 block of red just here, with 1 forward facing like so. Then we're going to drop 1 down here, and another 1 out forward like so. So now technically we have like a corner shape in here, but of course we're shadowing it by adding in this copper block, which we already had before. Now then, you may want to change the bone structure after we do this, just because it's going to be a little bit awkward. But if you place 1 block of bone just here, a block of bone just about here, 1 up here, and then we'll go ahead and place ourselves, oh, I've just done that a little bit dodgy by accident. It goes here, and then we'll do 2 bone in this one, like so. So let's go from this side, that one, that one, that one, that one, 2, and then up 1. So from here, we're going to drop down here for 2 blocks of red, sorry, bone, but under the red. We'll do another block here, we'll go down another block, and then we're going to go along for about 4 blocks from this one just here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. Now we're going to build this one up just for a block here, go back a block and place 1 just here, so a block away, and we need to get 1 in this space here. So I have to place a temporary, let's go for a different material, and place in our bone just there, like so. Now we're going to start to work this out on the other side. So we're going to instead add in a bit of blood just to represent the, the bone has been taken away very, very quickly, and the blood is kind of just set there. So we'll take 2 blocks of red wool just here, a temporary block in the middle, a bone block this side, so we can then stick a red wool on the right side of the bone, 2 more bone going up this way, oops, on top of the red, another bone block just here, let's go for a temporary block here, and then a bone this way. So if you look, we're actually making the same sort of structure here. It's just we swapped out a couple bone blocks for red wool. So it's pretty simple all in all. That is looking good as well. Now then, the tricky part is trying to build this upwards, because of course we need to use the same sort of structure as our left side, but also kind of switch it up with materials, just so we can keep the whole, blood bone kind of thing flowing. Now it's a little bit awkward again to do the bottom, but we can cross that bridge when we come to it. So for now then, let's just get on with doing this other side. So if we go over here, I'm just trying to make sure everything lines up perfectly. It's looking all good though, which is awesome. Let's go to this block just here. I'm going to go ahead and build this one, just so that it goes up kind of diagonally past this lot. Again, we can change the direction of the bone once you have them placed. There you go, like so. Just so you know everything is going to be in the right place. Then I'm also going to do the same down here. I'm going to place a temporary block behind, and a bone block there next to our red wool to the right. Then I'll place 1 just down here, and there's also going to be 1 down in this space just here. So we'll stick a bone block there and 1 there. It's fine to keep that 1 behind, because you're not going to see it from the front, so that is absolutely fine. We're going to do the same on this side though as well. So if you want to go ahead and get to the same position as this one here, and build down and out like so, then we're kind of building like a cradle for our actual pickle. So that's what we're trying to do just now. If you want to connect them now as well in the middle, that would all look awesome. Again, switch up the direction of the bone once you've completed the basic structure. It's much easier to do it once you have the basic stuff done. So now we're adding our red wool, going to go along for 2. Then I'm going to add in 2 blocks of waxed copper just here across our grey wool. Then I'm going to switch around to the back. I'm going to add in a bone block just here, so I'll place a temporary block just behind it. Bone block just here, knock out the temp, Down here I'm going to place a block. Again, I'll switch the direction afterwards. It's much easier. Then we'll stick a red wall just here. A tent block just here with a red wall out diagonally from that other one. Then we'll do a bone block just here. 2 bones coming down from this one. A bone here and a bone here. We're going to bring this one along so it's going to match up to the front side. So we'll go along for about a 4. Like so. Bear in mind, of course, we're matching up to this bit, not this bit. Awesome. Now we'll add in our 1 and our 1. We need to get a block to go in this space, so we'll go ahead and add in 1, 2, knock out 1. And over here we must add in ourselves some more blocks, but these are going to be red. So we add in 2 red, we'll add in a bone just here, another red just here, 1, 2 bone up, a bone just here, a temporary block in there, and a bone just here. Match up to the front silhouette, and then hopefully you have the same shape, which is awesome. Now all we need to do is drag these ones back to fill in the little gaps, basically. It's pretty simple once you have both of the silhouetting done, both sides of the silhouetting done, because then you can just drag these along, and it's pretty simple from there. There we go, that looks really good. Now it's time to go ahead and change the direction of everything if you wanted to. So I might do that one that way round, that one that way round. There's no right or wrong way of doing this one. At the end of the day, Rick built this in a hurry, so there's not really, you know, he wasn't trying to go for looks. So we can go ahead and make this however we wash? What am I saying today? However we wish, so we can just go ahead and change up anything. On the back, I kind of like to keep it as rough as possible, so all of these would have worked. But as I'm making this one a little bit more, I don't know, unique, I guess, from my original design, trying to make sure everything looks a little bit more clean. But like I said, Rick is not exactly the cleanest guy, so he cares about himself, but not in the self sort of care way, if that makes sense. So there we go. And now then, we need to go ahead and still make sure that this side connects to the front. So around the back, let's just double check we've got everything in the right position. Seems to be all good. Let's go to here and place a temp block and add in 2 more bone. Knock out the temp. Then we'll go ahead and add in ourselves a couple blocks up here. I might go ahead and just do this entirely bone, because we do have some blood on this left side. But yeah, come away from it, make sure everything is looking pretty much all good, which it all is. Bear in mind the pickle is going to be in this space, so all of these little holes and whatnot, they're not going to be noticeable from, you know, when the pickle's in it, because look, holes everywhere, and no one notices a thing, so that's awesome. So yeah, we can sort of give ourselves a break with that. But yeah, it's time to get onto the fun section of building Pickle Rick himself. Let's do it. Now then, to build good old Pickle Rick himself, we must take ourselves some green concrete, of course, some green concrete powder, some brown concrete, some flower pots, some white and some black concrete, and some light blue wool. Okay, come to your chassis, I guess you could say, the mech chassis. We're going to go ahead and start counting from this red wall block down here, but it's not going to be our first green because we do have a bone there. But we're going to count that as number 1 anyways. From number 1, go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Whew. Awesome. So just 29 blocks like so. Now I might go and double check this once I've completed all 4 of these, because there are going to be 4, 1 in each of these corners. So number 1 again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Like so. Perfect. And then at the back here we don't have number 1 to start with, so just make sure to count number 1 with your green. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Whew. Okay, and then the last one, just going to speed run this one. Once you have the first one down and you're confident that is 29 blocks, you don't really have to count the rest, you can just sort of match them up, which is really, really helpful. So now we have that, we're going to go ahead and fill up the back, because we don't need the space for anything fancy. So let's just go ahead and fill in these pillars. It's a bit of a grind. So this back section needs to be filled in, this section here needs to be filled in, and so does this one. All up to 29 blocks, guys, but leave the front section nice and empty between each pillar. But yeah, let's get the back and then the 2 sides filled up to 29 blocks in height. Let's do it off camera. Let's go for it. Now then, now you've done that, which is looking awesome by the way guys, nice one. We're going to go ahead and make a bit of a weird tutorial thing. We're actually going to finish up the top without having done another side. Now I know that kind of defies gravity a little bit, but Minecraft doesn't really have the best gravity. So let's go ahead and build 5 blocks here at the top. And then we'll go ahead and make sure we've got 3 here as well. Now we want to go ahead and build ourselves 3 just over here with 1. 3 just over here with 1. And then we come from the 1 and build 3. 1 and 3. Now we can go ahead and build another 1 up from both of those, and then add in 3 behind the 1, a 3 in the middle, and another 3 to connect to the other 1. And as you can see, you can imagine where the rest of the pyramid is going to go, where Pickle Rick's face is going to be. You can actually try and do that now if you want to. You can sort of build in the 5 here, then the 3 just here. That doesn't really matter too much, because we're going to build sort of his eyes and eyebrows and whatnot a little bit further down than that. We've got a little bit of a play space, which is awesome. So yeah, once you've done that, you can then sort of work out where everything else is going to be. And it also gives us a chance to try and find out the markings of the pickleness. So here you've got like the goo coming out of the pickle and whatnot, and we're trying to represent that with some green concrete powder. First things first, let's layer the bottom of this bony area with our green concrete. And then as we get to the little hole here, the 1 block hole, once we've placed a green concrete layer in that one, we can actually start with our concrete powder here. Then we'll build 2 and 2 on the side. Then we'll go ahead and build 1, 2 from that one just there. And we're going to build this one so that we actually have ourselves a gap until we're just over this threshold here. So we're just there, up to that red. Then you can add in your third one, just here and here. You want to make sure that you at least got yourselves a... Oops, sorry, that's a little bit off. Just another one here. So you want to make sure you've got at least 3 blocks under here, like so. So you want to count 1, 2, 3. On 4 you can then go across. Then we're going to go ahead and match that up. And now we can go out on the other side. So let's build this up to this layer just here. And then we'll go ahead and match this up, like so. So the full sort of effect of the goo comes in just after you've made that bone sort of carcass here. Then we can build this entire 5 block shape upwards, up to where our mouth is going to be. Now I'm going to go ahead and build this the entire way, and we can just cut it out afterwards. Actually no, I'm not going to do that because concrete powder of course falls. I'm going to go count this and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I went ahead and counted it, and it's on the 13th block is where we build our mouth. So I'm just going to check this, but I think it's about 9 layers we've already done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's go ahead and add in a couple more. 10, oops, 11, 12, and remember on 13 is where we're going to build Pickle Rick's mouth. So we can add in a layer of green concrete just like so. On this layer, double it out for another 5 like so, and it's going to be out from the pickle shape. Then we'll do 1, 2 here, and 1, 2 here. We'll go up for 2 on both sides as well. We'll bridge back in on the left side for 1, and on the right side for 2. And then we'll place temporary block in here to add in 2 just here to diagonally connect the smile, like so. Behind the smile, in the hollowed out areas, add in yourself some brown concrete. Doesn't have to be pretty, just as long as it does the job. And then you can put flower pots in for Rick's teeth, because he's not really the most hygienic dude like we talked about, so he's going to have brown teeth. But there we go, that's looking awesome. So yeah, if you want to make sure, again, just that you've got 13 blocks under here of your concrete powder, I'm going to do the same, and then we'll hop back to building Pickle Rick. So now we'll take our concrete powder again, and we want to go ahead and lay it above the mouth to make it all complete. Then we'll do a layer here, and we can basically continue this past until we get to finishing up the head, pretty much. So we're going to stop it at a row below, just to be on the safe side. I'm pretty sure it would be just smoothed over by now, but we're going to check it out just to be on the safe side, just so we don't make any mistakes. Let's go ahead and add in the nose. So here, diagonally up from the mouth, we're going to add in the center of the pickle, 1, 2, 3 green concretes. Then we'll do 1 just here. We'll take our white concrete and we'll go to the center of the nose and go out on both sides for 3. Then we want to go up and build the innards, like the inside, up for 1, 2, 1, 2, oops, like so. Add in another 2 here, and another 2 here. Then add in 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Add in your pupil, so it's surrounded by our actual white concrete. And then we'll take our light blue and we'll place one just here, here, here. And then we need to go ahead and add in our last row of green concrete powder now, because that proves you've built it right, because we're going to add in the eyebrows for 2 blocks on both sides. Awesome. And we have built Pickle Rick brilliantly. That looks awesome. So now he can walk around, which is perfect. But we still need to make sure he can fight. We need his arms for that. So let's go ahead and get to the arms. Alright guys, so we're going to do an arm at a time just so I don't get myself confused and end up confusing you guys. So we'll take ourselves some grey and some red wool, some pink terracotta, some bone blocks again, and some light grey wool. We are going to start with Rick's right arm, so this one over here, above our robotic sort of limb. Let's go ahead and build from his mouth here, so around the corner, to this row here. Taking your grey wool, build 1, 2, and 3 rows out like so. Then you can drop down and build this one out for 4. And do the same all the way along, so you have all 5 of these blocks like so. And then we'll do again 4 under the underside, like so. If you want to go ahead and add in yourself 1, 2, 3 red wool in there, that would look really cool for like a tendon or something kind of dangling there. Now on the original one, I think I've actually added in pink terracotta from here and connected to the arm as well, but we'll do that afterwards if necessary. We don't want to get ourselves confused. So I'm going to build this into a 2D shape and then we'll make it 3D as we go back. So here and here, add in 1, 2. So that's a block back. Connect them up. Then connect them up again into like another 3. Then we'll do another 3 just down here. So we're going to be left with 1 and 2 grooves like so. On the underside it should be 1, 2, and then your third one will be worth 2. We're going to add in a temporary bone block here to add in 1, 2, and then 1 up here. Knock out that one. Then I'm going to go ahead and make sure I can build kind of going inwards. So I'm going to make sure I can build a bone block here, here, and here, like so. This one I'm just going to switch around, make it like that, and kind of make it the same as my forward one, like so. Just so we have this one sticking out a bit more. Now then, from this middle bone block at the back, we can anchor ourselves a red wool down from it, a light grey, and then we're going to do a light grey, so we can add in grey, 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 and grey on all 4 sides. From these, we'll add in ourselves a light grey, a light grey, a light grey, and a light grey. Then on the front, we'll do a grey here and a grey here. So we're kind of going outwards to the left. And then we'll build down again, light grey from the greys. Now then, in this little space down here, we need to add in ourselves another sort of, well, it's going to be connected to this part. Now to get to that stage, we need to go into the inside a little bit. So we're going to drop down into the center of our whole system and build a block in there. We can also build a block here with 1 down. So now we kind of have a bit of a groove system going on down here as well. A bit weird. Now we're going to drop round to the corner, and this also gets a bit odd. So we'll add in a block here, and oh sorry, not there, here, and then 1 here, like so. Yeah, that's better. Awesome. Now I'm going to go back up to the section up here, and I'm going to double out all of these materials up to 3 blocks in width. Now we have number 1. Let's just do 2, and then we'll do a third one, like so. So it's going to match to the red. Then we'll also match up our bone apart from this block here. So use this as your temp to make sure your bone goes the right direction, like so. Awesome. Now coming down to this one, place yourself a light grey on top of this copper, and that is going to be for Rick's thumb on his right hand. Now then, let's go around to the side, just make sure everything looks good from this way. It's looking pretty good at the moment, but let's go ahead and add in ourselves a grey here, a light grey again, and then we're going to go ahead and make sure that this one latches down into a 3, where it's going to go down another one on the left side, like so. Cool. I know it looks all a little bit weird at the moment, but it's going to look cool once it's done. Okay, I'm just making sure everything's looking okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yep, that is looking good. Okay, and then from the back, finally again, we'll do the same sort of thing. We're going to make this one into a grey, and this one also into a grey, like so. So it's a bit weird on the back, but once you look at the front, it should look like it's gripping. Yes, awesome. Kind of matches the expression there a little bit, but it's exciting. We're getting this done. It's going to look awesome. By the way, the one final material and detail for this side is adding a grey into the pickle, just like so. So you can imagine it's kind of screwed into his body to give him some like neural type of movement in his wrist and hand and whatnot. So there we go. Let's go ahead and do the other side. So for the other arm, let's go ahead and take ourselves some pink terracotta again, some pink and some red wool, some light grey stained glass panes, or if there's any other material you can imagine some dripping sort of cartilage or something coming from, then please of course use that one. And let us know what you do in the comments down below. Some bone blocks as well we'll need. Okay, so we want to get Pickle Rick looking like this guy. So we're going to go ahead and start again just under the mouth, so over here. 1, 2, 3 blocks down. Now then, we're going to go ahead and build this 2D like I said, once again, because it's so much easier to do it that way. But if you want to go ahead and run these along, then that is all good to the sort of full 5, because we know it's going to be worth 5 blocks because the pickle is. Then we'll build this out for, well, first layer is going to be about 3 blocks. Just checking. 3 blocks, yep. Like so. Second layer is going to be 4. And then top again, 3 blocks. Like so. Awesome. Whilst here, by the way, you may as well add in your 1, 2, 3 up here, just so it looks like it connects a little bit easier. So then, over here, let's go ahead and add in ourselves our 3 red under there. Cool. Then we'll add in our first light grey stained glass pane just here. Then we'll do 1, 2 below that. We'll do 1 to the right. Then we'll drop down for another 2. It's important to get this stage done pretty cool and pretty quick, because then we can actually work to connect it up and it will be in the right spot. And then we just add in 1 to the right of all that 3. So it should look like this. Not the greatest thing, but it definitely does the job. Now we'll take our bone, and again, going off of direction, you're probably going to need to place some blocks to remove them. We'll go for 1 just here, and 1 just here, excuse me, going down, then 1 just here. Then we'll go ahead and build 1, 2 this way, 1 up like so. And we want to go ahead and make those rivets that I was on about, those grooves, just so we have 1, 2, and we basically want to get to about 3. So let's go ahead and build another one just here. 1, 2, 3. Then it's going to go down into kind of a cluster down here. For the cluster down here, just add in a few blocks like so to make it into this shape just here. Awesome. Just to recap, we have 1, 3, 4, 3, 2, like so. Cool, and then we'll build this one out. And hopefully go the right direction. We can sort of fix up the middle afterwards, which is cool. But to get the forward-facing ones, you kind of have to make some mistakes to get that. But we do learn from the mistakes, so that's awesome. So there we go. And now all we need to do is build this one down for 2, down another 2, this one down for 1. Then we'll do red wool on both of these. Then we'll go for our pink terracotta for 1, 2. We'll build out for 2. We'll build here for 1 and 1. We'll build around the corner here for 1. And we'll build for 1 on top of the copper, like so. So over here, if you want to go ahead and add in yourself another one just here. 1 just here. 1 up here, like so. And then you can build 1 down from that one as well. Awesome. I know this is looking a little bit confusing, so please remember to pause the video if you guys need to. It's all good. And ask me any questions you might have down in the comments below. Alright, so let's do the same as before. Try and get the sides to look as accurate to the original as possible. I forgot to mention, but up here we can add in a pattern for what is kind of like a marking of a rat or something. So we're going to add in pink wool here, 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 and here, like an addition sign. Now then drop back down here, and we're going to make sure the bone comes out again the exact same way as the previous ones. And you can also double up this little bit here. Oh no we don't. My mistake. It's getting a bit carried away. It's looking good. And then just these two there as well. Let's change up the direction. And then out here, this is the only one we want facing outwards. So it's kind of like an elbow, like so. So this one is only going to be connected by bone, which is going to be worth 1 block in width, which is cool. So on the back here, again, because we have more muscles and stuff down here, represented with the pink terracotta, it's not just going to be worth 1 block width, so we're going to make this into 3. So let's go ahead and add in ourselves 1, 2. So we have, yep, about 3. You can knock off that one if you want to, it doesn't have to be the exact same. We'll do another block here. We'll do ourselves another block on this side and another block here, like so. Awesome. Now if we spin around to the back, we can sort of finally finish this up. So we'll do a block just in here and here, and then 1, 2 just here. Awesome. From the front it should again look like a grip, and it should also be the same shape, sorry, as the original one. It's looking pretty cool. It's looking a bit funky, but it's looking pretty cool. And also the cartilage should connect up, which it is. Awesome. Okay, and then finally, of course, add in your pink terracotta just there. Let's get a ribcage on Pickle Rick, and then we can call it a day. This is probably my favourite section of the tutorial, because I know I can't mess it up. And if I do, then I'm clearly very, very bad at building in Minecraft. So, I love building stuff this simple, and because we have an anchor point already, our pickle, it's going to be pretty simple. But still, guys, if you do need to pause the video because I go too quickly or whatever, please remember it's always there. Take yourself some bone blocks and some zombie heads. I know, zombie heads. Kind of weird, but they do look like bits of pickle. So that's helpful. Let's go ahead and go to this block here, this row here, just above the bone blocks on the sides. Now we're not actually going to start like directly here. We're going to go the block in on both sides. So we have 5. Then we'll do 1 on either side. And then we'll just alternate like this until we have 3 strips in the middle. Like so. Awesome. Now let's go around the sides, and we'll add in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, sorry, 4. But it has to mark up with these singular ones on the back. And for 3. Then you can add in 3 singular ones going upwards again. Let's go around this side and do the same. So from those singular ones from the back, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go upwards for the singular ones to match the front, like so. And it has to be in between, going upwards. And then on the front, all that's left to do is kind of make an alternating pattern. This one's a little bit awkward because we have to place some blocks to remove them. So I'm going to place myself a block here to get this one to shape up to that one. Then I'm going to place a block here to shape that one here. And you can see the pattern going up until you reach that one just there, and then you go just a block above it as well. So let's go down here again and start again. So we'll go for placing one just next to that one, so that way around, then 1 up and in, 1 up here to connect to that one, 1 up here, 1 up here, and then a final 1 up here, like so. Awesome. And then finally, facing forward, we can place a block here and here and here and here, like so. Pickle Rick! Awesome, he's looking awesome. So lastly, just take your zombie heads and you go a bit ballistic with these. Don't place them on the concrete powder because they'll look a little bit strange, but otherwise you can place them basically anywhere you want to on your Pickle Rick. Oops. Well, yeah, that would work as well, but I'm just going to place one similar to my original one. So basically just go around and scatter them wherever you feel is an appropriate spot to put them. If you can get them not to go on the bones like that, they need to be connected to the pickle, just only because we're trying to make it look like a very, very, you know, gone off pickle now. Like, Rick has been the pickle for too long. He's starting to mould. Well, I think he was starting to mould anyways before becoming a pickle, but yeah, I'm not gonna be evil and, you know, try and say that to him, because he'll probably ray gun me or something, put me into a no dimension, which I don't really want to check out. So there we go. And then you can do a couple up the side as well. Try and scatter them around if you can. Try not to cluster them up too much, and especially try not to get them too close to the face, because when you look at it from the front, it may look a little bit odd. You can also do a couple on the top though, maybe like one just here on the side, and here on the side, maybe one just down here on the side, but none on the direct top, because we're trying to leave this as the base height. come away, see what you think. And yeah, that's looking pretty pickle Ricky. So that's awesome. Well, that is basically it for this Wheel Assassin guide, guys. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I really hope you've had fun building it. It's been really fun to teach you guys how to build the one and only Pickle Rick in Minecraft. Thank you very much for watching to the end. If you did enjoy this one, please be sure to drop a like. That'd be awesome. If we can get ourselves to, I'm not really one for saying like goals, but if we can get ourselves to like 20 likes or something, then we'll have to do another Rick and Morty tutorial in the future. Maybe like Evil Morty or something. That'd be pretty cool, like a full-size one. I'm not sure if I can do that, maybe, but we'll see. If you want to see that, please drop a like. But yeah, if you're interested in some more of my tutorials and whatnot, please consider subscribing and joining the Assassin Hood today for free. That'd be awesome. And the last thing is just please check me out on my social medias. You'll see some updates on tutorials coming in the future, mostly before anyone else will. So definitely go and follow me up on those. Links in the description. Take care of yourselves, guys. Have an excellent rest of your day. Please stay safe and yeah, try not to get teleported into a new dimension. And if you do, use Rick's advice and you know, find a portal gun or steal a portal gun or do something, and try not to kill any assassins. What, you made that mistake? Good episode. But yeah, take care, guys. Thanks so much.